All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. I'm just going to leave this open because I didn't know how many people were going to be on because of the national holiday. We got a couple more people that joined on. Dave McKeon, Claudia. Claudia, are you better?
I am. Thank you.
You are so welcome. I saw Claudia at the
P-card.
Matt Smith seminar. And man, I took, believe it or not, it's crazy. I don't do the notes. I know you can't see this, guys, but I took a crap load of notes and very interesting stuff. And I'll share it in another seminar, but very well worth going. Wouldn't you agree, Claudia?
It was. It was awesome.
Could you give me a couple of takeaways of what he said? This is a gentleman that sells 600 homes a year.
Where are my notes here? Let's see here.
Just a couple, just a
Uh,
couple.
yeah, you caught me off guard here. Sometimes it's hard to read my own writing. I mean, it's what are the next steps you're going to take? It's like get into action. Don't just say what talk about what you're going to do. Get into action and do it.
Yep. I'll tell you one that I got right off the top of my head. When you're talking to your clients, 80% of your conversation should be motivation.
Yeah.
80% of your conversation with your clients should be their motivation. Anyway, tell me what's going on. I'm going to start with you, Elgin. I know that you've been off drinking mojitos and all that stuff, but knowing you, you still worked while you were on vacation, and I know you got some stuff coming up. What's going on with you?
But yeah, January tends to, over the last few years, we've kind of taken January as our vacation a month, off and on. My wife's birthday is at the beginning of the month, and mine's at the end. So I'm actually leaving again at the end of the week. So yeah, so that's the whole beauty, right, of being able to work mobily. We also, and then my wife has, some of you know it or whatever. Then my wife also has another business that she's
Right.
doing. So that was part of vacation number one. So we just came back from Tulum and in Mexico, and then we're headed to the DR for my birthday. We're going to Punta Cana and for a few days. So that does not suck. For those of you that saw my video on Facebook, things that don't suck. That's or a couple of things that don't suck. But what I would also say to you guys is that obviously those are planned vacations, but the work that was put into place was put in previously. So, like for instance, I'm happy to see Dave on the call. Dave and I met in December, and Dave reached out. He's working on his plan, and this is a guy I've known forever, and he's been an outstanding agent in our area and community for forever. So, number one, it was an honor for him to reach out and just want my opinion of some things that he can do and things he's already planned. He's going to have a great year. He's going to have a really great year because I know he's going to. One, he's going to stick to his plan. And number two, one of the biggest things I think that everybody does wrong is they overcomplicate the plan. I mean, everybody, and particularly coming in the start of a new year. Frank had mentioned in previous sessions, which I've been doing for a few years as well, is having a one-page business plan. He's having a one-page business plan because one, you'll look at it, two, you'll work it, three, you will adjust how you need to adjust to it. So, like for us, and I'm saying all this to say that people say, "Oh, January and it's slow and the interest rates are high," all the stuff that everybody says. But I tell you, we've already closed one escrow. We've got two more that are scheduled to close here right at the end of the month, or they'll close right in the beginning part of February. We put another three listings on the market. This is all, and yeah, I was still on vacation, and we're still getting these things done, and people are still doing what they need to do. And to be perfectly honest, the way the new stuff has come with the contracts and all that, it's actually been easier to control that, even more so now on the listing side. So I don't know. One of the things that I would just say to everybody is please don't overcomplicate everything. Try to, as best as you can, stay out of the noise. Definitely stay away from negativity,
Yeah.
negativity. And I don't care where the negativity is coming from because we all have it and everybody adjusts or does things differently to it. We all have challenges. Trust me. Everybody here has personal challenges, physical challenges. You got kids and or parents and or whatever. You got stuff. So, dedicate a certain amount of time to your business and stick to the course. Stick to the course. And, when I say don't overcomplicate it, man, every 5 minutes, it seems like I get a text and an email or somebody wants to give me the silver bullet on what all they can do for me real estate wise. And everybody wants me to spend money. And everybody wants to say, everybody has the classic thing. Well, I'm sure there's going to at least get you one more deal per year if you just come and do with our program. I know another $2,000 and you're going to give me one more deal and this, then you know what? I don't really need all of that. I don't really, and don't take it wrong. I don't really care that KV Core and Bold Trail are together now. I know it's going to be a great thing, but you know what? I am going to sell houses. I am going to help agents in our revenue share line. And I don't all the other stuff, it'll play out as it plays out, but I'm going to get my part done. And I want to keep it simple because I want to do some of the things that I would love to travel once a month. I know that's probably not realistic yet, but why not? Why not if you get your stuff to where it should be? So anyway, hopefully I'll see you in Cabo in March, Frank, but we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, I have a quick sidebar. Make it short. I heard Tulum is better than Cabo, Puerto Vallarta. They say that's very unique. Was it?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. It is unique. And it just it depends upon what you're going for. If you're going to party, then you're probably better in Cabo. If you're going to relax, enjoy some beautiful scenery, do those types of things, Tulum and those parts of Cancun, we have found as more relaxing and a little better. So this
I'm,
depends upon what you look. If you know what
I'm
you're
too
going
old
for.
to party, man. I'm too old to party. So anyway, well, good. I'm glad you had a great time.
Yeah. Tulum's nice.
Tulum's nice. Yeah. I'm one of those. I'm so old now. I want to go to those adult resorts where there's no kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, we've been doing that for years.
Yeah, I know you guys have. You guys are the pros of that.
Our kids are grown. Hey, what's up, Sid and Greg, too, by the way? I see
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Sid, I want to compliment you. I see you more now on Facebook doing videos. Thank you for doing that, man. It just gives everybody belief that, I'm not the greatest. My videos are horrible, but I'm still doing them. I'm still
Yep.
getting them out there. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are. Just get them out there because you can add them to your YouTube channel.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what we're intentionally trying to do this year. We actually hired a social media coach that's kind of coaching us, and kind of like what you're alluding to as well, Frank. Like, half the time I feel like, man, I'm not the most sexy guy like I used to be anymore, and you feel all that insecure. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna do it and just start doing it and being consistent, and kind of what Elton you alluded to earlier. Why I tell you that if you buy into the news cycles, every 5 minutes there's some kind of negativity thing that you could buy into. Oh, interest rates. Oh, elections. Oh, this. Oh, that. How's the market? And I've refused to buy into all that nonsense because it would drive me crazy if that's what my identity is based on, you know, all that kind of stuff. And there's just like, you know, Alden says, I just want to sell houses. I just want to help people. That's my passion. I don't care if what the interest rates are. I don't care that there's no inventory up here. It's like, you know what? People need homes, people need a place to live, and I'm helping people. And that's my passion. And that's just what we stick to. Irregardless of, election cycles and all that. It's like, you know what? People are still living, people are still working,
Yep.
people are still getting up and going to work every day, or at least they should be. And let's build our lives. There's such an opportunity here, and I'm just so excited about it. So yeah. But we did hire a social media coach, so he's coaching us. he's directing us, and we're making ourselves intentional on doing it. We had COVID about a week ago, and it was so funny. My wife was doing social media posts while lying in bed with COVID.
Good.
And she was like lying sideways in her bed, and I thought it was the most funniest thing ever, she wasn't saying she had COVID, but I knew it. But she's literally lying sideways in the bed, just going, just putting out positive messages like, hey, I love you. And, but in my head, I'm going, man, she's got COVID and she's still doing it.
That's it.
You said.
What is your social media coach? What are like 2 or 3 things or so that he or she focuses on that they're having you guys do different?
Consistency, like Elgin, I'm always admire you. You're the king of consistency. I'm just like, you're just constantly putting stuff out there, and you put me to shame in that regard. And so I'm trying to be intentional on being consistent is one thing for sure, is just getting out there. And he's got some strategies like on listings and things like that we're doing, kind of localization. We're doing walkthrough videos. We're breaking out like on the house, like pick out 2 or 3 like really unique, cool things about that particular listing. Like if it's got an awesome kitchen, just do a video on the awesome kitchen. Just do a video on like this house has the one I did. He's got an amazing backyard, like a barbecue, and it's really cool. He spent some money. So you're taking your listing, you do the walkthrough video, but also focus on 2 or 3 like micro highlights of the house, but make a separate video about that. So that is a little bit different for me, but we're going to start implementing that on our listings. So that way right there, you can have 3 or 4 videos on your listing rather than just the typical walkthrough video.
That's good. That's good.
So that's a shift for us, or I've never done the feature kind of thing.
Yeah.
On it.
So I know that people on this call, is there a Gregtown, Seattle, I see as a participant?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
Greg
it
is
is.
the man. Greg is the man. What's up,
What's
Greg?
up, Elgin? How you doing, brother?
I'm
How you
doing
doing,
good,
Greg?
man. I'm doing great.
Yeah. Is he brand new to the Winter Circle or been on before?
You've been on before.
No, I've been on before. I've got another mastermind, a nationwide mastermind that's in the same time slot. So unfortunately, I'm not in. Yeah, I catch your guys' video recordings, but unfortunately, it's tough for me to kind of jump in on a regular basis, live.
Great. So I take it by your name, you're in Seattle, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. How long you
By
been
the way,
in
the
the real estate
Northwest,
business?
we're going to take over this call. Just to let you know, Frank. I know all you California people down there, but we're gonna take it over. Just putting it out there.
Hey man, Greg is that guy. For those of you that don't know Greg, Frank, I thought you knew Greg, but Greg is beside being an extremely productive agent and a great coach. He's the nicest guy. What event was that we met at? Greg and I met at, I forgot what EXP con it was. And like the first thing he said to me was, "You're like taller than I thought." I think that was a nice way of saying you're fatter than I thought. But he said, "You're taller than I thought." And we had the best of time, and we kicked it off. We kicked it off ever since. But I say that to say, you guys listen to Greg. He's got great ideas, great strategies that work. So, all right, Greg. Yeah, that'll just be lunch at the next event we're both at. You pay this guy.
Thank you, Elgin. Thank you. No, it's I live here in Seattle, Washington area. Been in the industry for 20 plus years. I never thought I'd be the crusty old guy screaming, back in my day, but somehow it happens. Run a small team up here, and just came into EXP probably 5 years ago now. I'm coming in my 5th year now, and love it. I found my tribe. I have found home in my real estate career. I've owned 2 real estate brokerages, and never want to do that mistake again. But yeah, I found my tribe. I found my home here.
I love it. Now, how did you come into the business?
Through Nate.
Through Nate Butcher.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, that's a huge compliment to Nate, quality people like yourself, and we're just happy you're here on the call with us.
No, thank you. Good to be here with you.
I want to get back to something that some of you on the call are having a hard time with your marketing because you don't like to do videos or you don't want to put pictures out. I'll give you a case in point. I'm doing something to the first year, totally radically changing my whole marketing. And I had to do headshots. I haven't done headshots in 25 years. And I hooked up with a photographer and they took 156 pictures. I hated every freaking one of them, only because I still see myself as a 17-year-old kid. And I've gotten older, I've gotten fatter, I don't look like I used to. And it's really hard for some of us. So I want you to know that some of the things you're going through, us old folks are going through as well. But you just got to get over it and you just got to do it. I'm excited about where the marketing is going. I saw a statistic today that I saved it on my phone. I wanted to share it with you guys. Hold please. Oh, I can't find it now. According to Realtors.com profile of home buyers in 2024, 62% were married or their couples, 20% were single women, 20% were single women, and 8% were single men, and 6% were unmarried couples. Let me repeat that. 62% were married couples, 20% were single women, 8% were single men, and 6% were unmarried couples. I thought I'd just give you that little slice of knowledge just so you can be up. It seems like the married couples, but man, that 20% single women was very impressive. They ain't waiting for no man. They're going out and grabbing it on their own, which I think is really cool. So,
Hey, Frank.
right. Yeah.
So if I could give a tip on headshots, there's an app that I use. It's called Photo Leap. It is the best thing ever because it takes the hot, sexy guy that I am, puts a little bit of AI enhancement on it, puts me in a really nice suit or whatever kind of clothing that I want. And it is like hit the easy button, and I've got the best profile picture that I'm like, dang, I look good. So it's a super simple.
All right. Photo Leap, L-E-A-P.
Leap, L-E-A-P.
Would you do me a favor? Would you take one of your sexy pictures and put it on the winner circle so I could see it?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I was with a EXP very big hitter that she spent $3,000 on her photos and hated every one of them.
I've given that to all my recruits, and it like my one friend, he has his normal headshot. Literally he just takes it with his phone, and it put him in this like $2,000 suit, and I was like, which he doesn't own, and I was like, dang, you look good.
All right, well, that's a good tip for the day. Does anybody else? I'm going to kind of wrap this short today, being that we don't have that many people, and I know you want to get back to either your day off or work or your family. Is there anybody else on here who wants to say something that hasn't spoken?
I can just say I want to go back in real quick and cover with Elgin and what Sid was saying, just your consistency part of getting everything done in your consistency. I saw the other day some guy said, don't wait for all your friends to come to go do something with you. Like if you want to go running, don't wait to get a group of people to go running with you. Start running. After 10, 15, 20 days, people will start seeing that you're running and enjoying you.
Yeah.
The same thing with lead generation, same thing with everything we do. Start doing it. You don't know, people are watching and they're going to join you. Your leads are going to come, all that stuff. But you can't wait for other people to do it. You can't rely on it. You got to start doing it yourself, be consistent at it, and you'll start to see the results.
Good. Good job, Michael. Hey, did anybody happen to hear that there's a new feature on our websites? I don't know if it's our websites or workplace or whatever. I put it out about a week ago. And Chris, can you repost on the Winner Circle that new information about how they put the rankings for those of you who are competitive in recruiting? A lady by the name of Susan, I can't remember her last name, but she's in charge of attraction. And have you ever gone in and seen that? How do you rank amongst all the people in EXP? Well, EXP now has information either on your website. Chris, do you know what I'm talking about? There we go. I don't know if you can see this. It's officially launched. Thank God for Chris. He took us right to EXP production board. Has any of you guys seen this or no?
Yeah, I've seen it. I just don't know how to navigate through it.
Yeah, Chris, can you go back from the beginning? So is this the website right here?
No, I think what he had, or we had the other one was the website.
Right. Yeah, this is just, yeah, there you go.
That's the actual website.
Okay, EXP production leaderboard. Because I get sent this once a month because people that I'm accountable to, hey, come on, let's go, get your ass going. We got work to do. But for those of you who are competitive and want to know how you stand, this is a great start.
Okay.
Hey, for a lot of us, we all started years ago with just one, and we've been fortunate enough to be in business with a lot of you, and it just grows.
And can I, if you guys haven't, I was going to say that just real quick too. If you have not paid attention to, mastered, looked at the presentation, or started to implement the EXP 2.0 new revenue share model, I think that the biggest and best things about the new revenue share model is that it actually is beneficial and applicable to whether or not your focus is on production and or just or recruiting, versus just for a lack of another word for it. And I say that to say that if you're focused on production, which I think everybody should be, unless you're just killing it with agent
Yes.
attraction, is that you still need to be focused on production. But I tell you what, if you're focused on production and you're capping, and you should at least be capping realistically, that it's amazing what that opens up for you on the agent attraction side. If you've already got people that you've been able to bring to the business and you cap, it is amazing how that opens up all of your levels, and all of a sudden you'll see an increase in your revenue share from it. It also, believe it or not, and again, I know there's a whole lot of theory, there's a whole lot of stuff, right? If you are being productive, people in your area are looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
People are watching you because you're productive, because there's so many people, unfortunately, that are not productive. And if people are watching you be productive, they are much more open to either A, you talking to them about what's working for you in the business and them possibly making a move, or them reaching out to you directly, particularly for some of the old guys here like myself, that people will already know you or know something about you, and they'll reach out to you directly and be saying, hey, dude, look like you're killing it. What's going on? What are you doing in this market? It's not working like that for me. And it opens up the door to conversations to where you don't have to feel like that you're chasing it, because that journey for everybody is different on how you agent attract. But I would really encourage everybody to do that. Try to build your business. You're not in a race with anybody. But if you could increase your revenue share business every year, what if you could do that every year, and you could increase it 20%, like we always say we want to do our business? What if, right? What does that look like 5 years from now, since 5 years is coming anyway? You don't have to get 50 people in a day. You don't have to, a lot of that stuff sounds really good, but what if you just got additional revenue coming to the bottom line of your business on a monthly basis, and you're still doing the same stuff that you've been doing? That's how you're able to go and work on vacation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good point, Elgin. Good point. All right. Does anybody have, go ahead, Sid.
Yeah, sorry, Frank. Yeah, so if you guys look at my kind of photo, I took my off video, but that photo there of me, that was done with PhotoLeap. I do not own that sweater. It put that sweater on there, and it was actually a decent profile, shot of me. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I said, I just wanted to show that to you. That it's super easy, but it really is like, hey, that's pretty cool,
Okay, good. Thank you for sharing that. I really like it. I know we covered a lot of stuff this morning, folks, but I want you to know, if you're ever struggling with anything, please reach out to myself, Elgin, or Michael. We're always here to help. We'll even get Sid involved for the people that are really making it happen. And I just hope you get a lot out of this call. And next week, I want you to call somebody in your group and have them join, because hopefully Nate will be on. And I can already tell you, Nate is killing it in January. I mean, good Lord, He's got open houses on the weekends, everything else. I closed one last month. And of course, I'm always thinking, where in the hell am I getting my next escrow from? And on Friday, I had a come list me call. Okay. Dude, I love those only because I've been working with this lady for 10 years, and come list me calls are the best. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Enjoy. Call us if you need, and we'll see you here next Monday on the Winter Circle call at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye, everybody.
Elgin,
Thanks
can I
for
call
calling.
you?